Hello guys, welcome back. Yeah, this is just a quick broadcast. I got this information just a few moments ago, and I just wanted to just cover a lot of the nuances and also the topic with River State. Yeah, I mean, if you're surprised about what is happening now, then you've not been paying attention. This guy that I'm showing on the screen right now, we're going to listen to him very shortly, is the current governor of River State. He was suspended for 6 months by the president of Nigeria. And just today, he's joined the party of the president, the person that suspended him from office for 6 months. Let's listen.
I know you've been expecting to hear from me, and more especially this meeting.
Yep.
That I had to arrange so urgently.
Okay, urgent meeting, right? Yeah, that's fine.
But the meeting is going to end in a very sweet information.
Okay.
You are aware that I went to see Mr. President yesterday.
Yeah, so it was in Aso Rock yesterday to see Mr. President. And since he's been back as a governor, he's always been fawning over him, always telling him how good he is, how great he is. And we're going to go to why that is.
And the reason why I went for that visit is not just a personal visit, but a state interest consultation.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't want to make any mistake this time around. I wish also not to step on any landmine that anyone is laying for us.
Okay.
So I was with Mr. President yesterday to brief him on the situation of things in our state, which I believe he has taken note and is going to act swiftly on it.
Okay.
But the most interesting part of the meeting is that what you all have been waiting for, what you've been asking me, the signal has finally arrived.
Okay, what's the signal? Let's listen. Yeah.
We have the full support.
Okay.
We have a positive nod to live where we are because we didn't get any protection.
No.
To go,
he wasn't protected where he was, or where he was. That's in PDP. So PDP did not protect him when he was against Wike. PDP did not protect him. Okay. Okay. Okay.
The reason why we are still standing is because of that place. And the truth is, without Mr. President, there won't be any His Excellency Simnalai Fubara. It would have been former governor. So we have every reason, because the truth, let nobody be fooled in this state. We have the people, we have the supporters, and we have the number.
You have the number, right? Okay. Okay.
Our only thank you to Mr. President is to support him. And we cannot support Mr. President in isolation. And we can't support Mr. President if we don't fully identify with him, not backyard support. So we have taken that decision today since we've got
Hi, Kathy. Welcome back. Good evening.
Everyone here who have followed me, who have suffered with me,
Okay.
our decision today, this evening, we are moving to APC.
Hey! Jesus Christ. See these politicians, eh? God. God. Can you imagine? Hello, Joe. Welcome to the show. It's over.
On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate.
Jesus Christ.
On your mandate.
What?
On your mandate.
The way he's even singing, he's singing it more than the APC people. Wow.
We shall stand.
Damn.
Thank you.
The more you look at that country, the more it confuses you. Like, can you imagine? This is the guy that, then I said it then that, you know what? Wike was actually ready to take him out. Wike had everything said. He had the numbers of the House of Assembly. He had all of these guys. It was just for them to meet and then have him impeached. And at that point in time, I was like, you know what? Fubara, Wike, all of them, I don't have any sympathy for any of them. I mean, this was the guy that was helping Wike do the elections, right? That made Tinubu win Rivers, because I never believed that Tinubu won Rivers. I mean, you can contest about other states, but for Rivers, I mean, that was very, very impossible for him to win. But we know what he did, right? So now it was his turn, right? And then Wike was the one now fronting for him. I was like, okay, I'm not going to support Sim. I'm not going to support Wike, because Wike is a troublemaker. Sim also, they're more of the same. But I was surprised when I see people like backing Sim Fubara. I was like, even people like different people from other political parties, like, this is the guy, he needs to stand up to Wike. I'm like, see, this fight is their fight. They're going to fight it out. But I always say on this show that Tinubu, everything, he looks at everything from the lens of politics. So he already saw that there was an opening. There was an opening for him, and he knew that he needed River State in 2027. So he played the fast one. Of course, Wike is still learning from Tinubu. Wike is trying to do what Tinubu did in Lagos to River State, but he's not able to do that because he's not as smart as Tinubu. So he saw that, and he was like, how can I bring Rivers into my pocket fully? And it was on that basis that Tinubu did his own move. So he cornered Wike, cornered this guy. Now he's been going to Abuja almost every other month since he became the governor. When I saw him again in Abuja yesterday, I'm like, what is happening? Now, Wike has no choice than to stick with Tinubu. This guy now has no choice than to stick to Tinubu. I don't believe Tinubu won Rivers in 2023. But in 2027, I'm telling you, it's most likely that he's going to win. Because now this guy will be working for Tinubu. Wike will be working for Tinubu. This is the country that we have right now. This is the country that we have right now. And where is your position in all of this? Nothing. Let me hear what he has to say.
Run it again.
The way the guy was even singing on your Monday, we shall start, you'll be like, what? What did they say behind the closed door? I want to know. So, they're taking PDP's flag out.
That our position
oh my God.
Clear.
They just took the PDP flag out, bro. What the hell is happening? An embodiment of failure. How much of this rubbish are we going to endure? Nigeria is truly a whole country. Too much problem. And the politicians are just having a few days. And that's why I'm saying that Deborah 2011, welcome to the show. It's crazy.
The formal process will commence. Let me thank you all for your support.
Wow.
I've not let you down before.
Wow.
I'm not going to let you down now.
Wow.
What? The message is very simple.
Wow.
we are the ones that will give that support. And we will give that support with a loud ovation. Because
Tinubu is all the states in the South are now APC.
We know
right?
That the people of Rivers
Am I right?
Are with us. Thank you. God bless you all.
Somebody said since they couldn't beat them, if you there with the money, since if you can't beat them, arrange to have them beaten. He never arranged to have them beaten. Oh. We all have to be mad at once in this country. Nigeria is a failed state. He's just crazy. No ideology, no principle. The guy is so happy, so relieved, like he's been waiting for the past 20 days to announce to everybody that he's now an APC member. While you still have Obi trying to even say, oh, give me ticket. Like this guy, see, he's so happy. See the way it's funny. See, he's so like, oh my God. Wow. Look at them. These are the people that will be carrying the ballot in 2027. Look at them. Yeah. Obviously, the stage is now set for a mad country. Yeah. Okay. These are the foot soldiers. These are the people that will go. Look at that. This was the president that they said hand was shaking, leg was shaking. Now he just calling out everybody. When he was not even a president, and everybody was, people in APC were even against him. We had a lot of wings of different factions against him. Even at that, they had a lot of stuff, and then you still had APC, you still had PDP that was very strong. PDP that was very strong in 2023. They are gangsters, right? Obviously, yeah, it's crazy. So that's them. I don't even know what to say, to be honest with you. Wow. I think he's still going to stick it up to Wike. I think they're still going to be like, now you have all those guys in the National Assembly and the State Assembly now saying that they're no longer with the PDP. They've now moved, all of them. They've collapsed all the structure for APC. Wow. Okay, so yeah, just pleasantry and all that. Let me see. Yeah, pleasantries. Yeah. Look at them. These are the people that will go to their local government, their councils and all that. Okay, that's him. Yeah, get it out. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Okay, this is Peter Obi still saying he's not desperate to be. If you want to beat Tinubu, you have to know the looting of the treasury of Rivers State will be easier now with the RSHA. Sorry about that. And the executive in lockstep now under APC. Yes. Yeah, so there's still a real battle at the state level for who will now be the de facto person in charge, but I still think Wike might end up still owning the structure, right? I don't know the deal that they made with, they've made a deal with the devil anyway, so it's their business. But in terms of, the looting and all that, I think they will just tell him that, guy, you just need to calm down, okay? Just do your one time and go. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see who's going to be taking over, from Fubara. Hi, TSA, TSU. Yeah, it's just crazy, and that's what we've got. That's what we've got in this country. The opposition should understand that you have to play the long game. If you're gonna fight this guy Tinubu, you have to play the long game. Fubara's second term. Let's see how I don't want to be ahead of myself, but yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. If it's going to be a useful tool, for Tinubu, they may just say, you know what, we don't want to have a lot of rancor. Just go one more time, and then, you leave after that. But again, I don't know, how. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Nigeria is finished. May God help us. Yeah. I mean, and the ruling class don't even care. They don't even care at all. PDP did not protect me. So now I'm going to join the devil, right? I'm going to join the APC. And they're consolidating. Sorry, I need to get out of here. And this is the 17 river states that defected
Thanks
yesterday.
for joining us on TVC News at 1. I am Precious Amayu. We begin with political developments in Rivers State, where 16 members of the State House of Assembly have announced their defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress.
That was yesterday.
The Speaker of the Assembly, Martin Amewule, while announcing the defection during plenary earlier today, said he would be joining his colleagues out of the PDP.
So making
the defecting
17
members based their decision on the leadership tussle in the PDP, which has led to crisis and factions in the party.
Okay.
The defection gave the APC the majority in the legislature in Rivers State, with the PDP now left with only 10 members. In other developments, the Rivers State House of Assembly also adopted a resolution to adopt the auditorium of the legislature quarters as the lawful and recognized hallowed chambers of quarters.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, that's here.
As of today, even the national headquarters of the PDP is not functioning as a result of this division.
Yeah, we saw that.
There are two factions, and the Constitution is clear that when there's division in any political party, when a party is divided, members, including assembly members, who no longer have hope, can leave the party without any dire consequence.
Okay. Yeah, guys, thanks for joining. Welcome to the show. Please subscribe, comment, and share. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
So that is why I had to make this clear, that the foundation of this defection is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that allows members to leave the party that elected them if it becomes clear that there is a division.
Oh, thanks for that. The speaker was gunning for the governor position in 2027, but with this move by Fubara, that is jettisoned. We will now begin to see internal roughness. Let's see what happens. I'm still thinking that I'm not sure they may not want to put him out as the governor, but in the sake of peace, they may just say, you know what, let Fubara finish his second term. Yeah, because right now everybody's just fighting to get the attention of Tinubu. And whoever Tinubu says is going is the one that will go, to be honest with you. Let's forget about the people's decision or the people's choice. Now, Tinubu has captured that structure of Rivers State without even going there, without even raising a pen. It's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is.
The crisis rocking the Rivers State House of Assembly took a new turn as 27 members defected from the ruling People's Democratic Party in the state to the All Progressives Congress. Our correspondent gathered that the 27 members led by the Speaker, Right Honorable Martin Amewule, announced their defection during plenary after reading the defection letter from the members of the House.
Okay, let's seek your indulgence in this regard, as to do the needful and recognize me now as a member of the APC, and do accept the assurance of my esteemed regards. Sincerely, Right Honorable Dumle Mao, DSSRS, Deputy Speaker, Member, Buchanan Constituency.
The Speaker, Martin Amewule, while reading the reason for the defection, mentioned division within the PDP as the primary reason.
For defection is division in the party.
Okay.
And there is clearly division in the People's Democratic Party. There are court processes. It's evident.
Southkin said this stupid move makes it easier for him to remain in office come 2027. Yeah, Fubara is riding in highway. It's high-level politics. Actually, River State politics, to be honest with you, has always been messy from the get-go. River State politics there's never been a time when River State politics have been calm. There's too much money there. The people are solidly behind Fubara, regardless of party affiliation. But with this move, it makes it easier for him to remain in office come 2027. Fubara is riding the highway. Yeah, let's see. This stupid politician acting like Europeans brainwash. We need leaders, not politicians. Okay, we'll see what happens. Yeah. cut one bet has cut to APC now as governor in Rivers State. Yeah, I think they are all, like, all the South Side are now in Rivers. Am I right about that? Let's see. Let's look at this. Yeah, Akwa Ibom, yeah, they defected to APC, right? On the back of, what's the name of this guy? Akpabio. Bayelsa is APC. Cross River, APC. Delta, APC. Edo State, yeah, we know that one, Okpobolo or whatever. Rivers is now APC. Does this equate to good governance? Of course it doesn't. Has APC really done well as a political party? As a political party, they built their party to be able to, like, withstand whatever. So you can't even hold them accountable anymore because they've subsumed everything. Yeah, but in terms of good governance, no. Where is the checks and balances from the National Assembly? We don't have any. Okay, unfortunately, Nigeria will be Japan soon, as all state governors are APC. Very soon, the repentant Boko Haram will also join APC. Be reminded that 4 out of the 6 did not elect APC governor. Yeah, they all defected. Now, it becomes very easy for them to be able, to have them re-elected, because now they're just going to plaster everything and say this is APC, which is quite this BAT style definition of democracy: legally remove an opposition governor for 6 months, then restore him only on the clear condition that if defects to the APC within 3 months. In my opinion, let's just scrap our neck, save our election budget, and declare BAT. Can you imagine president for like that? That way we stop pretending. APC is always lightning fast to act, but almost always illegally and wrongly. This is not democracy. Just look at how his wife recently humiliated the Osun State governor in public. I mean, it's messed up. It's really, really messed up. The one-party state has come to stay. Now we can simply coronate our leader without the use of INEC, says Dalbat 2011. Let's see what happens, really. I think it's going to be a very, very difficult one. Whoever wants to take over from APC, you have to be thinking ahead. You have to be faster than Tinubu. You have to be 2 steps ahead of him. Because this guy has been waiting in the wing for how many years? So he's been able to understand the whole thing. So when you come here, he's already there. And I don't see that from our opposition, unfortunately. I don't see that. I mean, El-Rufai was like, before El-Rufai was like, we're going to send the urban bandits, talking about Tinubu and APC, we're going to send the urban bandit back to Lagos. When he started the whole coalition talk. After a while, El-Rufai changed tone to Tinubu wants to be president for life. I'm like, but you were making mouth 2 days ago that you're going to send this guy away. This is where we are. This is where we are right now. And now they also have Wike, right? Because now, what can Wike do? What can Wike do? Wike does not have that edge that he has against Fubara again. As we speak today, Wike is not in APC. Okay? Now, APC now controls Rivers. Wike is not in APC. And then the edge of, I will deliver Rivers State to you now. You now have Fubara. And according to what I read, I don't know if that's true, I learned that Fubara is a grassroots guy that knows how to mobilize people to vote and all of that. And that he really was working hard under Wike. I don't know if that's Wike will move to APC after the final destruction of PDP. I mean, he's already there in spirit. But I'm thinking that maybe what will happen is that once 2027 is over, Wike will try to rebuild PDP and make it strong again. That's my own thought. I don't know if that will work, but I'm thinking it's going to be he wants to capture PDP. That's what I'm thinking. And now when all this stuff is over, possibly he now comes in and then they kind of do some sort of reconciliation and build PDP, because he still needs that PDP as an insurance policy. Now, that may be dumb though. I mean, what I just said now may not be true. I'm just now thinking out loud. But this is the reality. This is where we are, We can't support Tinubu if we don't fully identify with him. We don't want to go through the back door. That was what he said. This was when they met, right? We're not making any mistake this time around. No, we won't step on any trap anyone laid against us. We are leaving the PD because there's no protection there. We're heading to where we will have full protection. It's that protection that keeps us standing. Unfortunately, that is where That's where things stands right now. PDP is dead and gone, especially with the new baby ADC. Yeah, but the problem with that is that even those major guys in PDP are not all the governors. All the governors are either joining other parties. Okay, so I don't know if ADC will be able to withstand, because it's not easy to build a political party. It's not. And if you don't have incumbent governors, okay, standing in right now, it becomes very difficult. It will take the implosion of APC for PDP to be resurrected. Let's wait to what happens after Tinubu's second term, because the North is also waiting that after Tinubu's second term, the power should rotate back to them. So that might be another force holding it, or maybe Tinubu himself interested in who takes over from him. Except God. It's only God that can actually stop that guy. What is
because the Constitution is also seeking for evidence, and the evidence is clear. All the court processes are hereby attached by all the members, and it is before the House, and the House has already before this time deliberated on all the
Hi Mike, welcome to the
issues in the PDP, and we feel there is sufficient division, and for that reason members have the choice to move to the All Progressive Congress.
The crisis in the 32-member assembly had begun as a result of a rift between Fubara and his predecessor, Wike.
Yeah, we've not seen Wike have any press conference lately. I'll be waiting for that. That will be interesting to watch. Yeah, I wanted to hear all this chat with the press and all of those. Because now, how do you square that? APC, God help us. They don't take over, my brother. They don't take over. What else again? And meanwhile, in terms of no checks and balances, as I was saying the other time, I mean, the only guy that is trying to walk, hi, Etim, welcome to the show, is this guy.
Yeah, wrong. The communication is for the Senate to give.
It's a matter of time. I expect him to defect, because this guy has been the lone one standing and saying, we have to do oversight. We have to do oversight. Okay, let's see.
Give consent for the president to act in line with the Constitution, not to debate.
Mr. President.
So the communication, if you debate,
we are saying the same thing. Can you listen also?
No. All the senators here that gave consent are aware of the content of that letter. They would not have given consent if they were not in agreement with the president's request.
What?
I'm talking about the request. It's talking about, I think, the request to deploy troops to, is it Benin Republic? I recall that there was a coup that happened just of recent there. Yeah, God help us.
Mr. President, you cannot reopen it. It is sealed in concrete.
You see these people?
Our endorsement of the action is total. It's not open to further conversation.
You see how they run in circles? You see how they run in circles?
Expressed just now on this very critical issue by the Deputy Senate President.
By ECOWAS.
But on conveying the views and commendation of the ECOWAS Parliament as he has done.
Okay.
But Mr. President, without prejudice to that, I have thought that with the communication of Mr. President, which has been read this morning, that we will discuss the validity and the appropriateness and add value to it, because the whole essence is for that communication to be debated, for it to enjoy legitimacy.
Okay.
So that everyone in this country will know, and even outside will know. So now what I'm saying is that...
Sorry, you are wrong.
Sorry?
The communication is for the Senate to give consent for the president to act in line with the Constitution.
No, so if you think that what the president is doing is wrong, yeah, you can say you're not giving consent. And how do you not give consent? By arguing your fact out. So I don't understand why. And Akabi he always does this thing. When someone wants to say anything, he keeps saying you're wrong. No, there's no right or wrong at times. It's just for him to express his own view. I say, does it mean we will support one-party system now? No, we can't support one-party system. No matter what happens, we have to be able to find someone that can build and has a long-term goal. and is not interested in a quick win. That's the problem. Most of our politicians, number one, they're not in it for the people. The one that is in it for the people does not have what it takes to build a party or to build a structure that will stand. So nobody wants to wait for 8 years. Nobody wants to wait. Everybody wants to become president now. Everybody wants to contest now. And that's a big problem. Nobody wants to give his party like, okay, wait, just let's form this coalition. Let's form this strong opposition. Let's get power from these people. And then we move on from there. Nobody wants to do that. And once you don't want to do that, it becomes very, very difficult, because what you're going to be doing is that you're going to be dividing your efforts. And that's the problem. Our political parties, there's no ideological differences. I mean, all these people talking, like this guy, okay, still in PDP. Akpabio was in PDP. Akpabio, he had EFCC cases. Akpabio had EFCC cases. And then he moved over, and that was the last we heard about the case. So all of them belong to one political system. Some people call it APC, PDP, APC or something, PDAPC. That's the problem. No ideological difference.
Not to debate.
Mr. President.
So the communication, if it, whether you debate...
We are saying the same thing. Can you listen also?
No. You have to get, whether you debate or not, you still come to the question, will the Senate give Mr. President consent as requested?
So again, let me educate Akpabio here. Even at times when you give consent, there could still be some amendment, there could still be some tweaks. Okay, we're giving consent, but we want this. We're giving consent, but this has to be done. So you cannot just say you're going to give consent on just free for all like that. This was also what happened with when they removed Fubara. Tinubu removed them even before sending the whole thing to the Senate. So this guy is just there like as a lame duck.
Not debating that again.
No, you can't. You can't even debate.
Not debating that
we have
again.
closed that issue.
What I'm saying is,
we have given the president consent.
And
the Senate, all the senators here that you see.
He's concurring with
I'm coming. All the senators here that gave consent are aware of the content of that letter. They would not have given consent if they were not in.
Yeah, don't forget he's standing on the mandate. Yeah, Akpabio is standing on the mandate too. That's why, right?
In agreement with the president's request. So to go open it for debate, that is not what we are here for.
Okay.
Point of order, Senator Shumole.
And there was no one voice of nay. It was all, the ayes had it. And it was unanimous, including Senator Dixon. Once it is closed, Mr. President, you cannot reopen it. It is sealed in concrete. Our endorsement of the action is total. It is not open to further conversation.
These people.
So I commend President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for acting properly in good faith and in the national interest. It could have been dangerous to have an unelected group in our borders near Lagos. That is where patriotism comes in. And we have voted in unison across the north, south, east, west to endorse the action. I commend the president. He has acted well, and I commend your leadership. Okay. I think this is your birthday gift, because you wouldn't have been able to celebrate birthday if by today we have an unelected group by our neighbor here. Yes, so we commend you.
Oshomola is right about not debating the issue. Even after consent, I mean, if Dixon, if Senator Dixon has alternative stuff, so what would be his own recourse? Could there still be some further debate about that issue? I'm just saying.
Pray for what he has done. The Senate has endorsed it, and in my view, it is sealed in concrete. It cannot be reopened. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, but from what and Senator Shumole are on the same page.
Exactly.
The reality is that it was Senator Barao that said that let him come under what does not exist, under Section 1B, to convey the commendation of Mr. President by ECOWAS Parliament. And I use that opportunity, that window, to say if any other senator wishes to commend Mr. President for acting swiftly, that a person can do so. And in reality, Senator Dixon was on the path of saying, yes, the president acted well, but he was of the opinion that we didn't need Section 1B, that from beginning we should have debated. So that's why I told him, I said, the debate would have arisen where there was a dissenting voice, but there was unanimity.
Yeah.
And so there was no need for debate.
Yeah, like I said, it's a lone voice. I wouldn't be surprised if it defects to APC, but at least you have one person always calling them out to say, you know what, you're all just standing on the mandate and all of those. That being said, you know, the numbers are not there for Dixon. He doesn't have the numbers. So he could debate all he wants, and politics is a game of numbers. It's not a game of emotion. And unfortunately, that's the reality. Like, if you come into this game, you've got to understand that it's a game of numbers. And you have to be able to play that numbers. And that's what I've been saying to those guys in the opposition right now, that, you know, if we want to build a good opposition that will stand, you have to look at the numbers. Bring the strength of Obi, bring the strength of Atiku, put it together and let it work. But right now, this is December. When 2026 already, there's even no pathway.
So, Senator Dixon, I think this time around, I have to bend backwards and give you the opportunity to finish your speech. Just that,
is that his speech?
Just to correct that, there was no need for debate when there is total consent.
Okay, let's listen to
You will only debate when you have divergent views.
There are three broad issues that we should all be united about. National security and defense, number one. No politics. No partisanship, if I may add. On the national economy, we must all work together. Because it is like rain, it will fall on everybody. And the third one, which is on this, is on defense of democratic principles. Because we are all products of the democracy. We have signed on to the democracy protocol, and as the leading nation in Africa, not to talk of West Africa, where democratic regimes are collapsing around us.
Oh, that's so true.
We must be very worried. And which is why I rose.
Oh, sorry about that.
To say that the president haven't acted in compliance with the constitutional powers given to him deserves to be supported and encouraged and commended.
That's it.
But I want to also add another rider, Mr. President and my dear colleagues, because democratic governments are collapsing around us fast in West Africa.
Okay.
We must call on all elected leaders within the sub-region and in Africa generally to rise up to promote democracy within their nations and stop undemocratic practices that have alienated their populace and allowing the governments not to enjoy legitimacy and popular support. This is not about Nigeria or any one nation.
Well, that's a fair point. I mean, there will always be a prelude to whenever the military wants to take over. When you have someone that has been in power and doesn't want to leave for so many years, like this guy in Benin Republic now, changed the whole thing from 5 years to now 7 years. And then you're going to serve for 7, you're serving 7 years, and you're serving 2 terms. So you're serving a maximum of 14 years. In Nigeria, it's 8 years. So when you have all of those, and then you have them stifling opposition and all that, and then there is no guarantee of life and properties, that's when you have all this coup and all that. And those the mutineers came out to say, you know what, soldiers are being killed at the northern border of Benin Republic. So that's why they thought it's right for them to take over power. Yeah, this is not just about, okay, this is not just about one party system. There's more to come. I think the mandate is to keep Tinubu as president for a longer period by increasing 4 years of each tenure to a higher number. Oh, really? But we've not seen any bill to that. If a constitutional amendment is the end game, and I see Tinubu pushing for extended tenure beyond 2031 if he still held the man, I don't think that should work. I don't know, but I mean, that would be a serious issue. Because, I mean, the guy is old. The guy is getting frail. And he's not even done with his first term. So had another 4 years. Well, that might be crazy, though.
True about all nations, whether you are talking of Guinea, Bissau, or Mali, or Burkina Faso, all around us. And now, just by our next door neighbor, Benin Republic, the president did the right thing by deploying national security assets to protect the democratic regime. But that's not enough, Mr. President. We have to call on the president to rally around the leaders of the West African sub-region to stem the tide and also endeavor, do their best to run constitutional, popular, democratic governments in accordance with the constitutions and the laws. Thank you very much.
No, fair enough. I mean, yeah.
You will see that his speech made a lot of sense. And I need to also further explain to you.
Fair enough, yeah.
That while sitting here, I have a bird's eye view of every single senator. So if there was an indication that there was any dissenting view, I would have opened the issue up for the discussion and debate. But every person was in agreement.
He gave him a soft landing, his speech. Not a debate, not a dissent, all right?
Or in what you call in law, in consensus arriving. We were all in agreement. That was why we knew that the president was in order and that he acted in the best interest of not just Benin Republic, but in the best interest of Nigeria first.
Well, I still don't know.
Benin Republic is too close.
We'll see what happens.
And insecurity in Benin Republic will affect Nigeria adversely. So you did, that was the reason why I put the question and there was unanimous.
No, again, yeah, insecurity to the fact that possibly this guy takes over and then they mess up the security structure. But the problem is that there is even no security as we speak. There's a lot of violence, jihadist operation in Benin Republic. And I read it out here yesterday, how we have all of these, various incidents. At times, they just attack the military post, 58 people dead, 28 people dead, multiple times, just in 2025 alone.
Consent. But when the Deputy Senate President informed me that there was a message from ECOWAS Parliament, who are meeting even at the moment, that they should bring the message here that looking at any request from Mr. President, the ECOWAS Parliament would like to commend the President for acting not just constitutionally, but also swiftly to save democracy. You have also pointed out that the President should go further to invite his colleagues in West Africa to a meeting where they will discuss democratic ethos and good governance to ensure freedom of speech, freedom of movement, and avoid undemocratic actions in their states. And for this, I also commend you. And I assure you that Mr. President will get the message.
Okay, his speech is well received. Okay, yeah, the military takeover in Benin was welcomed by the people. Nigerian intervention was not welcomed by the Benin people. It was counterproductive. That's the problem. Like, again, to what extent? So we don't want Trump to come in. That's what people are saying. Now, Trump shouldn't come in because of sovereignty. But we are sending our guys over there in these other places. Once you're not able to deliver to the people, it becomes a bigger problem. And there's also a lot of stuff happening around the border of, the north of Nigeria and these other neighboring countries. A lot of these minerals that have been extracted, they make a safe passage through these other countries. There's still a lot of things going on that is not being resolved in that axis. So that's why, let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens.
Between the provisions of subsection 4 and subsection 5 of section 5 of our Constitution, so that even members of public will not mix this up.
Okay.
Under section
the volume is gone.
Under section 4 sub 4, the president would have had under section 5.
Guy, just tell us your volume is gone, bro.
Mike, somebody's
under section 5.
Somebody's after you today.
I don't know, sir.
The guy said, I don't know.
Section 5, subsection 4, the president would have had to seek the approval of the National Assembly. and that would have required a joint sitting of the two chambers. And then we would have had to discuss the validity or otherwise of the president's request for our approval to go into war in any other place.
But we're not going into war, right? This should fall under emergency powers. I believe the deployment of troops as approved by the Senate is doing the bidding of France due to their economic interest in Cotonou. Yeah, that was why Macron was just tweeting. He was just tweeting away on Sunday, tweeting away, calling this thing. At some point, they need to break the. I know that the British government, colonized us, but the level of impunity by these friends, by the French people in all these West African states, man, it's crazy. Like, these guys have a stronghold on their resources, on their economy, on their almost everything. So it's inevitable that these people would rise up and fight back. And then they install politicians that will do the bidding of France. There needs to be a discussion about that. You can't take over the resources of people, their mineral resources. You're not developing the country. The country is plagued with insecurity. God knows, even possibly you have some hand in it. And I'm talking about the Western partners. And that's why we are where we are. That's why most of the coup have been successful. Because the politicians are just like it's a stooge. Then again, with respect to sending troops, it's not a war, right? It's just more like, I don't even know what to call it.
Outside of Nigeria. However, subsection 5 of that same section 5 says, in the event of an urgent threat or imminent fear of our national security or threat to our national security, the president, working with the Defense Council, can deploy our troops for limited military operation, as was done in Benin Republic. And so, having done that, the president would have to, within 7 days, seek the consent of the Senate.
Now, that's what it's done.
Not of the National Assembly, of the Senate. And that the Senate will have 14 days within which to grant such requests by consenting to what the president did. And today, what we have done was to respond in compliance with the provision of section 5 sub 5, because the president requested for our consent on what was done in Benin Republic. I just want to thank all our colleagues for speedily, giving their consent, for not even waiting for 14 days to do this, because this is in tandem with the thinking of well-meaning Nigerians that democracy should not be endangered, in Africa and in West Africa specifically. So I just want to thank you. And with that, Mr. President, may I also join in commending, Mr. President. And if I have your permission, I would like to move to the first order of the day.
Okay.
If you can just give one more senator the opportunity
God will punish
to
the politicians. It's just unfortunate, right?
I believe that the content of the Constitution is embedded in our bosom.
Okay.
The content of our Senate Standing Orders 2023 as amended ought to be embedded in our bosom. But some of our colleagues are yet to go through the standing orders. So sometimes I have to bend backwards.
Hi, Naomi, welcome to the show.
The wrong order. So
yeah, the South State AES are trying to control the access through Benin to the sea in order to cut off France completely. At some point, they have to cut out France. I don't even know, really, the influence is just too much. Yeah, and Macron and Tinubu, they are best buddies. We can see that the guy is always flying to France. It's just quite unfortunate.
I believe that they are still learning this one, but the Constitution, they all know. So what you are saying is the reason why, when I put that question, I waited and there was no single dissenting voice. That was impressive. So whatever the president has done, the Senate is in total agreement with the president.
Now, of course,
and then
born you well. Hi, Awurum Cleaning. Welcome to the show. They born you well.
We believe
he's always been rubber stamping everything now.
In any other circumstance, which we don't pray for, he should act likewise. Because already that means he's also protecting.
It's protecting you guys too.
The borders of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I join you to also commend Mr. President. But Senator Jimo Ibrahim, PhD war. The president is not going to war. The president is only going there for peace mission. So
whatever that means.
A PhD in peace mission.
Hi, Hafiz. Welcome to the show.
You need to talk. Mr. Senate President.
Okay.
Please, your reaction to today's hearing.
Okay. That's that about that. Showore is still fighting. I don't even know. He's saying that they want to assassinate him. I'm like, I don't know how true that is. I'm not sure I'm gonna watch that. Nobody wants to assassinate you, Showore. In fact, some people are even saying he works for the ruling party. I don't know how true that is, but again, I think he's an activist, so he would do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. But that's that about that. Yeah, so I just saw the news of this guy, Fubara, joining APC, and I said I should just come online and just talk about it for now, and then we'll see what happens. In another news, we've all seen the whole back and forth with respect to Osun State Governor and the wife of the president, Remi Tinubu. Again, they're all politicians, so I'm not going to side one or the other, whatever it is that they're doing. Rome is burning and Nero is fiddling. Nigeria is suffering. This woman has hosted lunch, or is it dinner, for the senators. She was in Osun State getting another honorary title. She became something a year of whatever title they gave her in Osun State. But we're not seeing so much movement when it comes to security, when it comes to also the people being able, to live a life that they don't have to, suffer so much just to get 3 square meals. And that's the problem. Wike reacts to lawmakers' defection. Let me look at this one.
Meanwhile, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has described the defection by the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amewele, and 16 other members of the Assembly as unfortunate, stating that he was never in.
What does it mean as unfortunate? How?
Informed before they took the decision.
He was never informed. Wike was not informed before they left. They're already stripping Wike's power. There's no way you dine with the enemy. I didn't know. He was not informed that these guys were leaving the PDP to APC, and I wasn't informed. If he wasn't informed, then there's a big problem for him. They are gradually taking away the structure of protocol, River State, from this guy.
So Wike stated during an interview, or stated this rather, during an interview after inspecting an ongoing road construction in the nation's capital, road construction project that is. According to him, the lawmakers have the right to be in any party of their choice, while stating that...
Okay, let me move on. Okay.
It's unfortunate. I have always said that when everybody has the right to make a choice, the party is fully factionalized, and the requirement of the Constitution says that when a faction is factionalized, they are bound to leave the party. I'm still in PDP. You see that not everybody that has left. I believe 16 or 17 of them have left out of 27.
Oh yeah, and that's a major number. That's a major number. If 16 and 17 is leaving out of 27, then you only have maybe 6, because you're going to have other people that are not your fan. They're just staying there, right?
We still have a quite good number, about 10, and we continue to work together. They never told me, but they have a right. So those who remain will continue to work together.
And again, caveat, this might just be politics. He might know about it and just, prepare this answer just for the people. Because you can't trust these guys. They are politicians. Well, it's still there for a year. Oh, no. Yeah, no. So you expect that he won't have, he's going to have a police. He's the FCT minister. I mean, governors, ministers, they will still have one or two. No. It's not going to be as straightforward as that.
Put your house in order. Because at the end of the day, if you don't put your house in order, it's the party that is losing. And this of the party to work together to see how they remain in a relevant opposition. They choose not to. And so for me, those who have left, they are free. But those who are remaining in the party will continue to work together.
Wow, so it was blindsided by that. You have work contending with, without which you have failed, and yet you go to another country and you want to settle peace. Yeah, is there any peace in Nigeria? And in fact, do you want what is peace? Again, that's been the people's question. Like, why are you going? Why are you going to all these other states? You don't have peace in Nigeria. You have insecurity in Nigeria. I mean, that was one of the major reasons why those mutineers actually wanted to take over power from President Patrice Talon. That's the president of Benin Republic. But again, it is what it is. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see what happens. We'll see the next move of Wike. Hi, Naomi, welcome back to the show. And we'll see what happens from there. Hopefully, there's some level of peace in Rivers State right now, and we'll see what happens. I'm still waiting for what the opposition would do. I'm also waiting for the response of the opposition with respect to this move from, the lawmakers' move and also the governor's move from PDP to APC. Now that Wike said he's not aware of the defection, most likely this was actually coming from Fubara and maybe some APC stalwarts. So that's that about that. Thanks for joining. Please, if you've not subscribed, please do subscribe to this show. We're trying to push as much as we can. Share, like, comment. I really appreciate everyone. Thanks for watching and have a good evening. Bye.